Hi everyone, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I come on here live to answer some general immigration related questions and provide information to the community about immigration. So we only handle U.S. immigration cases, but we can answer questions relating to work-based visas and green cards, also humanitarian cases like VAWA and U visas and T visas, asylum, and of course family cases, work permits, and things of that nature. So if you are interested, or if you want to learn more about immigration, want to put some questions in there, I would be happy to provide some general immigration information. If you would like to have a consultation with our firm to talk about your case, I would suggest that you call our office. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation by going on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is the handle, or our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Again, our Facebook page or our website, you can schedule your own consultation. They're done by Zoom, by phone, or in person. Just a heads up that we're limiting our in-person appointments for the rest of this month because our office is moving. We're moving from Arlington, Virginia to Washington, D.C. It's a very exciting change for our firm. We're looking forward to serving more clients that are local. So in the DC area, we want to be more accessible to clients that might want to come and visit us in the Washington, DC office. Right now we are in Arlington, Virginia. So for those of you guys that are not that far away from us, for those of you Virginia residents, we're not actually moving that far, just a few miles, but we're going to be in Washington, DC, and just about half an hour or so from Arlington, Virginia. Okay? Hey Boo, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Great, so let me start off with my question of the day. So we handle a lot of humanitarian cases, especially VAWA cases, and I wanted to provide a little bit of information about VAWA. So one of the questions that comes up with us is sometimes we file a VAWA petition and the person that we're trying to help leaves the country or wants to leave the country, and they don't realize that they can still continue with that VAWA application after leaving the country. So the question essentially is, can I still continue with my VAWA petition after leaving the country? So if I filed for VAWA when I'm in the US and then I leave the US, what happens to my VAWA application? So unless you withdraw it, right, which you don't need to, it can still be decided. And if you're not in the United States, we can ask for it to be sent to the National Visa Center, where you can process a visa and enter the US. So that could even be a green card that you process abroad. After your VAWA petition is approved, you'll appear for an interview at the US Embassy or Consulate abroad, and then you can re-enter. And this is a green card based on an approved VAWA petition if you're outside the United States. So that is a possibility. If you're already outside the United States, if you lived in the US and the abuse occurred in the US, you might still be eligible for a VAWA. So call us if you want to see if you're eligible. We can schedule a consultation, talk to you more about this process. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients all throughout the United States with all types of immigration applications. So if we can help you, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Hi, Kieran. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Rahi. Nice to see you also. Appreciate you joining us today. If you know of others that are interested in immigration that want to chat with an attorney or get some information from an attorney, you may want to share this post with them so they can join us now, or they can be notified perhaps when I'm on again later this week or next week. We do come on pretty frequently, at least 3 to 4 times a week, and hopefully we can answer or provide information on some of your immigration concerns while I'm on here. Okay, so we'll be going through some questions that come up for us. We're streaming live on multiple platforms, on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Our handle is the same on all of the platforms. It's Agarwal Immigration. Reach out to me. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. Hi, Oliver Andrews. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. If you're joining me for the first time, don't hesitate to say hello. I'll give you a little shout out if you're doing that. So good evening. You're saying nice to see you. Thank you. Good evening. So we're in Eastern time, right? So we're in Eastern time, but our clients are kind of all over the country, sometimes outside of the U.S. So they might be joining us very late night, or it might just be the afternoon for them out in the West Coast. So we help clients no matter where you're located. Oliver says, this is my first time joining. Leola says, hi. Hi, good night. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Hi, Subdeep. Hello, how are you? If you're joining me for the first time, say hello. I'll give you a shout out. If you have immigration questions, don't hesitate to put it into the chat. I'm always here to provide information about immigration. Okay? Fatima says, hello, ma'am. My friend is planning for applying for VAWA because her abusive marriage relationship. She's 35 and her husband is 66. Will that be an issue for VAWA? No, actually, it will not be an issue for VAWA. It sometimes might even help, right? Because sometimes it's easier to imagine an abusive, controlling husband when they're significantly older than the spouse. That's unlikely, or it's more likely that they won't treat them as a partner. So I think, in fact, the fact that there's this big age difference might help her in her VAWA application. But part of VAWA, you have to keep in mind, is to show that it is a real marriage and it's not just for immigration purposes, right? So as long as we have some proof of that, and that can be just through statements from her, statements from people like you, Fatima, that might know her. So we can work with that. We can work with what they have, because oftentimes people call us and they don't have a lot of proof that the marriage is real because of the nature of their relationship. So the husband or wife didn't put the foreign national spouse on the bank accounts, it didn't put them on the lease, didn't do a bunch of things, right? So we have to come up with other ways to show that the marriage was real, that they live together, and that's not just for immigration purposes. So in that case, we usually use statements, we use photographs if they're available, anything else like wedding pictures, joint travel. So there's many different ways to come up with enough evidence to show that the marriage was real, that they lived together, that it wasn't just for immigration purposes. But we can even use statements, and we also want to explain why certain documents might not exist, right? So if the husband never put her on the bank accounts, if the husband chose not to include her on the lease or the property title, right? And that could be part of the abuse. So we'd have to talk to her. With our VAWA cases, we do a declaration intake, which can be multiple hours long. So we try to get all the information that we need, and we can work with her on explaining and drafting. So we usually do the drafting based on our conversation with you guys on the description of the abuse that we're going to be providing to the government. Not to worry, many people get worried that they don't want their spouse, even though the spouse is abusive, they don't feel comfortable filing a police report, or they don't feel comfortable sharing this with the government, right? But just know there's no police report required for VAWA. That's really important. And also, what is shared is 100% confidential, so nothing is shared with your husband. The husband is not contacted if it's an abusive spouse. So just know that there are a lot of protections surrounding VAWA, and if you qualify, if the relationship is abusive, I would highly suggest have a consultation so we can walk you through the process, show you all the benefits, because it could be things like Social Security number. Many times it's benefits such as Social Security number, status in the United States, green card, work permit, right? So you see all these things, and eventually citizenship. So call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. And you can also schedule a consultation right now online on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Okay? I hope that helped you, Fatima. Karen says, Madam, how do we know about what red flag information that USCIS has about us to face a green card interview? Will you please suggest it to me? So number one, I mean, part of it is you want to be consistent or have a reason why something is not consistent in any of the applications you've ever filed with government. So that could be if you filed something outside trying to get a visa, if you had filed a green card application here in the US, right? So you want to be consistent. So if there is an inconsistency, like let's say you in one place you said you were married, and then now you're saying this is your first marriage, but somewhere else you said you were, you had a previous marriage. You want to explain. So we had a situation like this, and our client was able to show that it was a mistake that she indicated she was married in a tourist visa application many years ago, right? It was a mistake. She talked about how she used an agent to help her fill out that application. She talked about how she was living with a man and they both went together and maybe the agent thought they were married. I don't know. I mean, so she explained the situation. She apologized for her mistake, and we were able to show that, that marriage did not require a divorce for her to marry her then later abusive spouse, and she was able to get VAWA approved through that, right? So there are many different workarounds in a sense, explanations and ways to give the information that USCIS needs to get a positive result on your case, okay? So call us if we can help you. Give us, you can reach us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, which is Agarwal Immigration is our handle, or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. If you don't know me, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I have a firm here, a law firm, that handles many types of cases, but we definitely do a lot of VAWA cases, and we very much enjoy working with VAWA applicants. So if you would like to reach out to us to help with VAWA, don't hesitate. You can reach us. Again, as I mentioned, you can schedule a consultation on our website, Facebook page, or call our office, 703-348-1663. Leola is saying, how long after will you get the green card after you get a VAWA approval letter? That's a great question. About a year to a year and a half is what the general time frame is. So after your VAWA approval, you're looking at getting a green card interview scheduled in about a year to a year and a half. Once the green card interview is completed, and assuming everything goes smoothly, and hopefully it does, you will get a green card in the mail, usually within a couple of weeks from the green card interview. Okay? Hope we can help you. I hope I can help so many of you guys get green cards through VAWA. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Zuhal is saying, I've been here for 3.5 years and I got divorced. Can I apply for citizenship? So if you've been here for 3.5 years, and I'm not sure if you're a green card holder, right? So if you're a green card holder, if you have been, depending on how you got your green card, you can apply for citizenship within 3 or 5 years. Let's say you're married to a U.S. citizen. Even if you got divorced, you can apply for citizenship if you got your green card based on marriage to a U.S. citizen. You just have to show that the marriage was real, that it was not just for immigration purposes. Everything that you had previously submitted and are submitting now is truthful and accurate, right? And that you otherwise qualify for citizenship. So give us a call, and you can reach us 703-348-1663. Again, you can schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Boo says, do we need to request a FOIA before applying for VAWA? So we do that as part of our VAWA retention, right? So we have gotten approvals before the FOIA request even came back. Sometimes, sometimes I feel like we don't necessarily need a FOIA unless you filed previous applications, you want to see what's on the record, but we can always file a FOIA. We do it as part of our VAWA case. So if you hire us to do VAWA, we usually do a FOIA request. That's a Freedom of Information Act request, and we get records of previous applications or what records USCIS or other government agencies that handle immigration might have on you, so we can strategize and of course make sure that we're consistent or can explain inconsistencies and prepare for them when it comes time for an interview. All right? Call us if we can help you. You can reach us 703-348-1663. Make sure you like us on our social media platforms. Hi Vaish, nice to see you. And make sure you like us on our social media platforms, and make sure you share this with others if you think they might be interested in immigration as well, and they would like to hop on here, chat with me, learn a little bit about immigration, and hopefully I can provide some clarity with any types of confusion people might be having about the process. Of course, if you want a confidential consultation, you should call our office or schedule a consultation online so you can meet with me one-on-one, and we can discuss your immigration history, your goals, and everything else in between. All right. Okay, let's see. Can I apply for a VAWA? Can I apply for a VAWA if can I apply for a green card? Excuse me. Are you eligible to apply for a green card with a VAWA still pending? So for most of our clients, we apply for a VAWA and a green card if they're eligible. So many people are. So the vast majority of our clients we do apply for VAWA and a green card together. In some cases, if you applied for just VAWA and you realize you're later eligible for a green card, you can apply for that as well. Okay, so you can apply for it after you submitted your VAWA application. We've done that for some people that used maybe a different representative to file the VAWA who didn't realize that they were also eligible for a green card, right? Or you can apply for a green card after VAWA approval if a visa is available for you. So some of these guys have a wait list, but depending on where you're located, if you're in the US, you might be able to submit a green card application after VAWA approval right away, okay? But I would say if you are eligible to file them both at the same time, take advantage of that, because what you can get through that is work authorization and travel authorization and kind of authorization permission to be here in the US while that green card application is pending. So the sooner you get it in, the better, because you can take advantage of the benefits of having a pending green card application while you wait for that VAWA to be approved. Okay? Call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, so what if you are adopted, right? What if you're adopted, or let's say the person or the parent that was abusive towards you is a step parent. So your mom or dad married somebody who's abusive to you, right? So if that step parent is a US citizen, or if you were adopted by a US citizen, as long as you qualify as a child under the regulation, so if the adoption happened before you were 16, if you lived with them, if there's a number of different factors that you want to consider. So if you qualify as a child under the regulations, if you're adopted, or if it's a step parent that's abusive, you might still be eligible to file for VAWA. So that's something you want to think about as well. If you know people that have abusive parents and maybe they're adopted, or maybe the abusive parent is a step parent, if the parent is a US citizen, that person might be able to get immigration benefits and possibly a green card by something called VAWA. All right, call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. Of course, you can schedule a consultation online or on our website, and check out our social media platforms, check out our website, and if you want to be notified when I'm live, like us on all of them. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We're streaming live on all of them. Handle is the same on all of them. Share this post with others if you think it might be helpful to them. All right, I see there's a bunch of questions on here. Go ahead saying, how long is VAWA and adjustment of status together taking? It's taking about 2.5 to 3 years for that to be together, but you see benefits right away. So don't let that fact deter you, because if you're eligible, at the end of the road, you're getting a green card without even having to leave the United States. So that is a huge benefit. You get work permit along the way, you get travel authorization along the way, you get permission to be here in the US along the way. So if you're eligible, there are plenty of benefits while you wait for that VAWA and that green card to be approved. Okay? Call us if we can help with any of this. I appreciate all of you joining me. Of course, share this with others if you think they might find this helpful. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration lawyer. I'm an immigration attorney based outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. But pretty soon, next week actually, our office will be moving directly to Washington, D.C. All right, guys. I look forward to meeting some of you for consultation and seeing you again soon. Thank you. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.